Welcome to CST release question number 6 for Algebra 2. It says, what system of inequalities best represents the graph shown below? And so I'm going to take these two lines that I see and consider them separately first, and then I'm going to put them together from there. So this one right here that I see this is dashed. I'll highlight this in red for right now. So I'm just looking at this line, and I notice my y value is always at 2. No matter what x is, the y value is always 2 on this line. So it's y, but it's not equal to 2. It's something compared to 2. The line itself would be y equals 2, but notice it is dashed. That means it can't actually be on that line. And notice we're taking things that are above that. If I shaded above that line here and then shaded below the line here, which I'm going to do this one in green in a little bit. So right here, if I shaded below the line there, notice where the colors come together, where they intersect is this gray shaded area right here. And so that's really what we're getting at, but we're getting there. We got to take this one piece at a time, or one step at a time. So this is values. Notice we shaded above that line. Think of this as kind of like a roof to a house. If we're shading above, think of things that are greater. If we're shading below, think of things that are less than. So this equation, not equation, that's an inequality, Mr. Wagner. It's not equal to. So this inequality is y is greater than 2. I should say negative 2. I'm sorry. This is always at negative 2, not 2. 2 would be up here. And then from there, we've got this right here, the y-intercept. So we're going to use slope-intercept form for this other one. That form is y equals mx plus b, where m stands for the slope and b stands for the y-intercept. Notice how nicely they named it. It's called slope-intercept form. The slope comes first, the y-intercept comes after that. So right here is the y-intercept. It crosses at positive 1. So the y-intercept is 1, and what's the slope? You go up 1, and you go right 1, and you have another point. That pattern continues, up 1, right 1. So here the slope is going to be, that's intercept, yikes. The slope of this is just 1 over 1, which equals 1. And so we can put these two things together to come up with the inequality for this case. We are talking about stuff that is below that line. Think of this as a roof again. And if it's stuff that's underneath or below the line, we're talking about things that are less than. If it's raining, this is where the rain's going to fall on top of the roof. This is stuff that's above the roof. So think below the roof. I think that's a good way to think about it. Here the slope is 1, so we can just write 1x, and the y-intercept is 1 plus 1. We can simplify that. We can write that without the 1 in front there to just this. So we have that y is less than x plus 1. This right here is the direct thing I need for my solution. So I'm looking for y is greater than negative 2. We're not talking about less than, so not those two. And y is less than, that's what we want right there, less than x plus 1. So choice B is the correct choice for number 6.